This should be quick. Oh. Mm-hmm. They gave me a dry van door, so they're struggling. Well, I'm struggling to get as close to the door. How's it going, guys? Good morning. It's the Peruvian Trucker back with another video, and it's been a long time. I'm not using the microphone right now because it's somewhere in the back, and I'm going to be done getting unloaded in probably a minute because it's only 2 pallets on this stop. But I'm back. This video is long overdue. I'm coming at you from Marshall, Minnesota. I am at Schwann Sales, and I gotta say, this is my first time here, and it's already one of my favorite places to deliver. Plenty of room. There's street parking overnight. There's a Walmart not too far away that also has overnight parking. I drove by it as I was pulling in last night, and they took me in early. This load doesn't deliver until tomorrow at 8 in the morning. I checked in at 7 in the morning this morning, and they took me in. Now, it's only 2 pallets, so maybe that's why they took me in, but I was talking to the guy at the guard shack, and he said that it depends on the load, and even if they don't take me in, I can check in early and just park on the street until they're ready. So I know some people don't like doing that. They rather just come at the appointment time because they don't want to sit on the street, and they want to have some amenities wherever they're sitting. I don't mind. I will come 34 hours early if I can and take a 34 while waiting and creep into a door, which was actually my intention, but they took me in early. So I've been running for about 10 days now. I got back on the truck around August 15th, I want to say. I really don't remember. Wednesday 2 weeks ago, and I've been just running, and they're done unloading me. Let me just pull out and we'll continue this on the street. Not even 5 minutes and I'm done getting unloaded. This is only 2 pallets, and in my opinion this is a great load, but for some people it may be a concerning load, kind of a feeler for how the market is. I picked up this load in Anthony, Texas, about 1,200 miles away. Oh, I didn't pull far enough. Great. Still a little rusty. Okay, take 2. So as I was saying, I picked up this load in Anthony, Texas. It's basically a little bit north of El Paso, and I'm in Marshall, Minnesota. About 1,260 miles, or well, 1,260, and for some people it could be concerning because it's a light load, 3,000 pounds, 2 pallets, if they're thinking about the market. But for me it was a great load because, you know, 3,000 pounds, 1,200 miles, and it paid well over $2 a mile. And they're unloading me a day early, so today's Wednesday, so I'm going to include this on my settlement, get me out of the hole faster, and that makes perfect segue to talk about the hole. But I'm going to lock my trailer, I'm going to creep into the street and complete my reset, so I guess we'll resume in a second.
3 days later.
Well guys, so we're back in the truck and it's been a couple days. Today is Saturday, it is August 31st, and I have been running for 15 days. 16 days, my bad. I got back on the road August 15 after 32 days at home, 5 weeks. And usually I like getting in the hole a little bit because I can milk it for content. Just throw in the title that I am $4,000, $5,000, in this case $6,000 in the hole. But this time it's been different. Like I mentioned, I've been running for 16 days, 7 loads. I am currently on my 7th load. Wait, let me double check that. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm currently on my 7th load. So I left my truck in McDonough because I went home for a month. I wasn't going to pay for a month worth of parking, which would have been the case if I drove the truck all the way to Fort Lauderdale. So I left the truck in the McDonough yard, Ubered to the Atlanta airport, flew from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale. Flights, if you book them in advance, range between $26 and $80 for a one-way flight. Parking in Fort Lauderdale is around $25 a day. So you can do the math, $25 over 32 days is well over $600, nearly $700, I think. So I got back on the truck in August 15th, again in Atlanta, Georgia, and these are the loads that I had. The first load picked up in Austell, Georgia, going to Cottonwood, Alabama. That was a short load, around 300 miles. After that, before I even delivered that load, I had a pre-plan for my next load. That was a load that picked up in Brundage, Alabama, going to Ogden, Utah. I delivered that one early, and that's a pattern. That was a Hershey load, so I delivered a whole day early. I think that the delivery appointment, well, the deadline to deliver it was like Tuesday at 11 o'clock at night. I delivered it at 11 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So I delivered that one. My next load picked up in Hiram, Utah, going to Dallas, Texas. Then I had a load that picked up in Dallas, going to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Then a load that picked up in Anthony, Texas, going to Marshall, Minnesota. The load from the beginning of this video, which I delivered early, a whole day early. That allowed for me to include that one on this week's settlement. So if we stop right there, that is 5 loads in roughly 13 days of work. And I am already virtually out of the hole. And I really don't want to get into specifics because running through the dates may get a little convoluted for a video. But basically, work weeks at Prime end on Wednesdays and start on Thursdays. Wednesdays at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they start over Wednesdays after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Really, Thursdays. So I got back on the road on August 15th, which was a Thursday. So that settlement of that week, I was at $5,900 in the hole because of the home time that I took. The week after that, which was last week, I was at $4,900. I was just getting started, got running. Some of the loads delivered right after the settlement, so it didn't really make that much of a dent on my debt or me being in the hole. And this week is when everything came together. Basically, I got to deliver that load early in Marshall, Minnesota. I had a good load from the week before that carried me into this week, and all combined allowed for an $8,000 revenue week. Which has brought my debt, or the amount of money that I'm in the hole for, to $300. Basically, jump change. I'm out of the hole at this point. I'm not even concerned. I'm actually excited because I came back to work with the idea that it was going to take me 3 weeks to a month to get out of the hole. Just to be in 2 weeks, I'm more than happy. I'm going to start making money again next week, and we're going to build up our savings back from then. And what I mean by building back my savings, I just mean continuing to build. I still have savings. So I'm more than excited for what the future is going to bring. Now, there's a couple of discrepancies. I think there is a very big chance. there's a very big possibility that the reason why I had some good weeks, profitable, is because I was in the hole and I was being helped out of the hole. That is a possibility that's not lost in me. But we will see. Even if the revenue goes down a little bit, or I am not ran as the same as I have been ran the last couple weeks because I'm no longer in the hole, I'm still going to be making more than what I personally need to make, which is what I set myself up to be making, I guess. Or hopefully that sentence was not as confusing as it sounded in my head. But basically, the amount of money that I've been making for basically the entire time that I've been running has been more than enough for me personally, or more than what I need to make, and it still sets me up to keep saving money and keep building my revenue for my personal goals. Some people say, or some people have commented in the past, asking why don't I just go ahead and pay off the balance that I owe to Success Leasing to get out of the hole quicker, to start making money again. And personally, in my mind, the money is going to the same place anyway. I just rather keep it in my pocket and under my control, the money that I do have, and have Prime get me out of the hole, if that makes any sense. I just think that it's more convenient to me, or for me, to just keep my money in my pocket, and the money that I make going forward, have Prime, use that to pay off, use that to get out of the hole. People say that means that I'm working for free, and I think that is a point of view, a valid point of view, I guess, because to a degree I am not making any money while I am working, but I am paying off my debt, the truck payments that I didn't get to cover while I was at home. So I don't see it as working for free. I just see it as paying off for my home time, I guess, especially after the wonderful time that I had at home, guys. Like, the amount of money that I went in the hole for it's nothing. Like, I happily will go in the hole again to relive the time that I had at home with the family. I'm working on the video right now, and I really want to share it with you guys, so be on the lookout. As I've mentioned in the past, my channel and what I like to share on my channel is not just the trucking aspect of it, but also what trucking is providing for me in my life. And the last 32 days, being able to fly to Salt Lake City, road trip a car with the family, and then drive it to Florida, that's all because of trucking. Not only the money that I'm able to make that allows for me to buy a car sight unseen in the other side of the country, like, not just the money, but the flexibility and the freedom to take all the time off that I've taken. I've taken 2 months off this year, all of the month of April and all of the, and from July 13th to August 15th. So be on the lookout. I'm going to post a little bit of the trip. It was very eventful. And let me know in the comments what you think. What's your thoughts on being in the hole for that amount? And that's going to be it. I want to thank you very much for watching. Thank you for following my journey, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully next week if I can finish the video for the home time. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great one. Okay, so it is, I don't know what time it is, but it's probably about, I want to say 11 at night, and I got pulled over. I was doing